Good morning, and thank you for having me. My name is Jim Anderson, and I'm a sixth grade social studies teacher teaching virtually in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. I've selected a South Carolina standard this morning. I want to read that standard to you along with the causations as they are stated. Let's begin. Standard. Demonstrate an understanding of organization and transformation of world civilizations to 550. The causations are: students are expected to analyze significant turning points in history. Today, we are continuing our study of the Renaissance. Students will know: 1. The definition of Renaissance and time periods. 2. Major contributors in art, math, literature, and architecture. And 3. Students will also know art and architectural masterpieces specific to the Renaissance period. I will be paying special attention to students Matthew, Blaze, Kylie, and Adeline this morning because the data provided shows that these students may need some extra attention. Now, let me explain to you why I chose this particular standard. I'm very familiar with it, of course, but I taught this very thing, this very subject, about a month ago. And the exercise that we did absolutely blew me away how well these students performed. And I'm talking about all students in my class. It was a terrific thing to see, and I'm going to try to recreate that for you this morning. Now, the students are absent, if you will. Well, let's just say they're virtual, and but I am going to recreate the conditions, and hopefully you'll see how this turned out in such a wonderful way. I hear them coming into class. Let's get started. Good morning, class. How's everyone doing this morning? Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. As usual. Yeah, Hayden, you doing all right? Thumbs up? All right, buddy. Jakari. Okay, Josephine, Nadia, Victoria, Miss Kiara. Thumbs up, everyone. Great, fantastic. Blaze, Matthew, Kylie, and Adeline. Everybody doing okay today? Super. All right, now, remember the rule. We come into class, our cameras are on. We are muted, and our notebooks are open, ready to write. But before we start, I want you to turn to the notes that you took yesterday on the short PowerPoint presentation and the video, which are both posted in classwork. So you can go back and look at these anytime you want. And if you want further help with it, come to me, either in my classroom or send me a chat and we'll work something else out, okay? That's what I'm here for. Okay, so a quick review from yesterday. We did a list of 11 people responsible for making the Renaissance a success. And if we look down the names of those people, we see names like Boccaccio. We see names like La Pieta. We see names like Michelangelo. And we also see names like Leonardo da Vinci. Now, I'm saying these names the way they are supposed to be pronounced. And that's just in respect for these people. If you met them on the street and said, "Hey, Michelangelo, how you doing?" he would answer you. That's not respect. That's not my name. It's Michelangelo. Repeat after me, everyone. Michelangelo. One more time. Michelangelo. Excellent. So, what we want to do now is we want to take those 14 names, and you, at the end of the day yesterday, selected one of those that you are going to research. Right. Yes, I approved all of them. Yes, some of them are duplicated. There's a lot of Leonardo da Vinci. It doesn't matter to me. The exercise here is to research, write a minimum of 2 paragraphs on each individual, and then we're going to report on it to the class. Yes, to the class. Okay, so here's what I want you to do now. I want you to get your notebooks out to a clean page, and I want you, if you haven't already started, I want you to write at least 2 paragraphs on the individuals that you chose by going to Google and Googling everything you can find out about them. What I want to know is their background. I want to know their accomplishments. And I want to know where they're from. This is important because some of these people are French and not Italian. So we can see the crossover between France and Italy in the Renaissance. And in fact, Renaissance is a French word. Okay, any questions? If you have them, just give me a chat and I'll follow up. Right, so minimum of 2. Yes, you can write as many as you want, but it's a minimum of 2. There's plenty of information about these people and their accomplishments. Okay, get started. Okay, the students have finished their writing. I've checked all of it by having them hold their notebooks up to the camera. And I'm looking for these students who need more assistance. I want to see what they've done. And in 2 cases, with Blaise and with Matthew, I've had to do a lot of chatting with them, but I think they've got it pretty well down now. So we're going to start with the oral presentations now. Let's see how they go. I'm hopeful. Okay, guys, everybody up here at me, pencils down. We are ready to begin. Do we have any volunteers who want to present their individual to the class? Raise your hand, please. Super. Miss Kiara, you are up. And who did you choose? Michelangelo. Right. Okay. Now, as part of this, I added a little bit later on, I asked you to draw the item or the thing that this person has been noted for. For example, we know that Michelangelo did the Sistine Chapel, correct? Right. Okay. Miss Kiara, go ahead. Miss Kiara, this is one of the best things that you have ever done in this class. I mean it. It was excellent. You didn't give 2 paragraphs either. You gave 4. And I compliment you for that. Class, this is how it's done. Everybody, round of applause for Miss Kiara. Great. And so it went. Student after student did a magnificent job. I just couldn't believe how well their elocution was and how well they wrote to produce the work that they produced. It's wonderful, just wonderful for me to see. I'm ending on this note. Thank you very much for participating in this exercise. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.